What's up, everybody? This is your boy James Rogers here with Team Underdogs, back again with another deck profile for you guys. I know it's been a long time with my work schedule. Been having a hard time really getting out to tournaments and events, but I've been doing a lot of play testing online. And honestly, I'm still not a big fan of really how the meta is right now. So I wanted to play a deck that could keep up, but still be destructive in its own way. And so I chose to play Mermails. So what I'm going to show you in this video is the cards that I'm playing, ones I've been testing online, and then I'm actually doing a couple tournaments this week and next week between locals. Kind of get a judge of like really what cards are working, what cards aren't. Going to kind of tamper with the deck, and then I'm going to do an updated video with the same deck. So this video is only going to be main deck and extra. I'm not going to do side. Since I'm not 100% sure really how the side deck's really going to work out just yet. I don't have Ashes or Drone Locks, so trying to find replacements for those. I have DD Crows. They're kind of the alternative really, but I'm not really sure how effective DD Crow really is going to be. So with that being said, let's go into this deck profile. First off, I did build this deck to go first. Because the deck's already amazing going second, and if the deck can be just as amazing going first, that's really what I wanted. So I'm not punishing myself with too much with the die roll if I win or lose it. I know I can have something that I'll be able to do. Also, there are a lot of cards in here that you probably shouldn't play, or at a certain ratio you probably shouldn't play. So just bear with me when I go over some of the cards and why I played what I'm playing. So for the level 7s, to start with, we got one Abyss Lead. This card is actually one of my favorite cards out of Mermails ever since the deck came out. 2700 beater, had different summoning mechanics where you can use Lind to summon it out, Hildy to summon it out if it was in your hand. There's just a lot of different ways to bring this card out. And so because of nostalgia, that's kind of the main reason why I'm actually playing this card. Just a free 3200 that can beat over Masterpiece without the field spell on there. It's just a really card that I really do like. Double Megalo. Like I said, I built this to go first, so I really felt like 3 was too cloggy. It's not the Mermail you want to see going first. You actually want to see Abysstias, but you still have to play at least 2 copies of this because this card with OTK is just absolutely phenomenal. The fact it can attack twice is just super, super good. And then next, triple Abysstias. Definitely the combo starter. Well, part of the combo starter, but you need this in your hand to really get the maximum combo going off. It's definitely versatile. You can use it for link summoning, use it for XYZ summoning. I love the card a lot. So the first thing you might be questioning, the 2 Pike. So I'm a big fan of the Hildy combo going first, but one of the problems I always had is that playing this at 1, I can never really resolve it really effectively. Because I needed at least a level 4 in hand, really, to kind of make it work. And it just really never happened all that often. So I really had to incorporate other ways to make rank 4 plays outside of the Hildy combo. One of the ideas was really playing this at 2, and it actually doesn't break when I do it. It's actually like kind of one of the few cards I really like to see if I know I can make the Osha combo. Like, this card is just super, super good. I like it a lot. Double Gun. I feel like you have to play this at 2, just to recuperate cards from graveyard, and it has multiple usage. I was playing Frogs for a bit with this deck, but I just ultimately decided to cut them out. Just kind of with a more Mermail oriented variation. And then for the 1-ofs, I played Osha, Hildy, Lind, and Mander. Pretty typical for the combo. Lind is another nostalgia pick. It's always been one of my favorite cards. And any chance I had, any format when I played Mermails, I really wanted Lind in the deck. I know it's not necessarily the best card to really play in here, but it's just something I'm comfortable using a lot. And I just like the card a lot. So, but Mander is definitely one of my all-time favorite picks right now for Mermails because of the fact it can make cards like Hope Harbinger Dragon, can make True King of All Calamities, VFD. This card is super versatile. I've also used it for rank 4 plays too, but that hardly ever comes up. Then for Lanteans, we play 3 Lantean Prince. This is the combo starter. This is the card that you need to get all your combos with. Probably the most vulnerability of the deck too, because of the fact that you need this effect to go off to really get your combos going. So that's sorry. That's kind of one of the problems I've been having with the deck. Is it's just so vulnerable because of the fact that hand traps are running everywhere, and this starts off everything. It automatically makes you vulnerable to Ash and to Drone Lock and even Maxi. So as long as you don't have the hand trap, you can pretty much go off pretty freely. Double Dragoons, next best card. Searches out all of your Sea Serpents, whether it be Atlanteans, your Divas, your Megalos, even Lead and Mooling Glacier. Like, just a lot of things you can search out with the card for a combo. 2 Infantry. When the new Link Mermail comes in, definitely bumping this to 3. I just think for now, for proactive uses, like, just 2 is just really good. And then 1 Marksman, because Marksman's effects you really don't need it, but it's just kind of there for name and just for off chance that you can't resolve it. 1 Deep Sea Diva, just as good as if you opened up an Atlantean Prince, as long as it doesn't get ashed or drone locked, like, you're good. 1 Mooling Glacier, probably like the best card of the deck, just because of the fact you get to -2 from your opponent. I just love the card a lot. It's just super good. 2 Aqua Spirit. Like I said, you want to have multiple ways to make Bahamut Shark and Toad go in turn 1. This is just another way of doing it. It's also graveyard control for Mooling Glacier, which is why I like the card so much. Didn't like it so much in the past, but I definitely love the card right now. So that's definitely one of the few things that I definitely like about this deck. 2 Gamma Seal. So even though this deck is geared to go first, I still want to go in second cards, just in case if I lost a die roll. Gamma Seal is one of the best cards for when you're going second against Spirals, because if you don't have the hand trap, as long as you can drop a Gamma Seal on the most problematic card at that time, you have a chance of fighting back. Then I played 1 Ghost Ogre and 1 Maxi. I'm not a big fan of playing hand traps in the main, but I really felt like Maxi by itself just wasn't going to do it. So I figured maybe I could get away with just playing 1 Ghost Ogre, and through testing online, it's helped out a lot when I was able to see it for both cards. So that's kind of the theory that I'm kind of going with, is if I can see it, I should be able to effectively use it against whatever my opponent is trying to do. For the spells, 2 Moray Agreed. Not playing Pod Desires. I've tried it too many times, and I've just been very dissatisfied with the card. I'm not saying the card is bad, but I think for Mermails, it's just not a card you really should play in it, because you have to put stuff in your deck to make that are worth drawing to make you want to play the card, and then you're risking 10 cards and plus getting ashed. Sorry. Plus getting ashed and risking so much with the card. I like Moray Greed just so much better. I just think the practicality is just better for the deck. I'm playing 3 Instant Fusion. Now, I really didn't want to play 3 at first, but because you're trying to make Bahamut Shark Toad like really turn 1 effectively in the combo, you want to see this card as soon as possible. So, for me, playing 3 just seemed kind of logical for that reason. I've seen some people play it at 1, I've seen some people play it at 3. Obviously, the card's not as good as it used to be because of Bahamut Norden being banned, but you still make a lot of use out of Instant Fusions. 1 for 1. Self-explanatory. It gets you to your Atlantean Prince. It's amazing. 1 Soul Charge. If you open this going first, you should win. Like, you actually should win if you open this card going first and have the combo going. It's just too good of a card. 1 Raigeki for going second, because I feel like the card just needs to be in there. 1 Abyss Scale Mizuchi. Like, one of my favorite spells in this deck. Just because you make your board, you play this, pretty much automatically negates the first spell that goes off. Plus, you still have a negation with like the Totally Awesome. And, yeah, this card is just too good. It really puts a damper on your opponent, especially when you already neg 2 cards out of their hand already for it. And then for nostalgia purposes, like I said, I've been a big fan of certain cards in this deck since they came out. 1 Abyss Sphere. I think Abyss Sphere actually has a lot of practicality, really, right now. And through more testing, I really feel like this card is going to be like one of my favorite cards really to try and play over some of the others. But it has its uses, so I'm definitely going to keep it in there for the time being. It is a 40-card main, So that's kind of one of the good things about it. For the extra deck, for links to my Starboy, definitely going to get the Link Mermail so I can cut one of these out for that. And then one Deco Talker. You don't actually have to play Deco Talker in here, but it is makeable, definitely. And sometimes it provides that extra negation turn 1 that may come in handy against certain matches. So I actually like Deco Talker in this deck quite a bit. One Bahamas Shark, one Toad. I actually have a second Toad coming on the way, but for the other target, I decided to go play Abyssrite. Abyssrite is actually a very interesting card because of the fact that when it gets destroyed, you can special summon Mermail back from your back from the graveyard. So that's kind of one of the few good things I like about the card. It's also makeable with the cards that I have, but more often than not, it's going to be something I'm going to use with Bahamas Shark. But once the second Totally Awesome I have, comes in, I'm probably going to cut this out for the second Toad. One Bahamas Shark, one Abyss Dweller. This card is going to start becoming better now because Burning Abyss is floating around. It does hurt ABC to an extent if you're able to control the field long enough to actually stop them. But I do like Dweller in this deck. 101. This was actually a pretty touchy item. I'm probably going to cut this for a Tornado Dragon if I can actually get my hands on one again. Because, yes, I like the idea of actually sucking up a monster. But at the same time, it targets, and there's a lot of cards out right now that actually prevent themselves from being targeted or prevent other cards specifically from being targeted. So it does lose a lot of usability, and I'm probably just going to cut it out for like Tornado Dragon, like I said, or maybe Diamond Dire. I don't know. The only rank 7 I play, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, is pretty much there to pretty much deal as much damage as I can, and then if I don't finish my opponent off but still put my low life, I can make this so that pretty much they either burn themselves or they don't play anything and they have to scoop. So, one True King of All Calamities, really good card, especially if you're going first, games 2 or 3, because that way at least you know what your opponent is playing at that time. You can call him and really shut him down for the turn. One Herald of Arclight. Never Synchro Summoned yet, so I haven't made this card, but it's supposed for BA. One Coral Dragon, same thing, never Synchro Summon. It's a really good water card to have. One White Aura Whale. This is actually supposed to be if I'm going second, but I've never Synchro Summoned yet, so I can't tell you if this card's actually worth playing or not. But the idea was if I'm going second, I really wanted to like mass blow the board and destroy a bunch of cards. White Aura Whale was the card to do it, so. And then for its fusion targets, I play one Rare Fish and then one Sea Monster Theseus. That's it for the deck. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to do an update video after the next couple tournaments I go to, so that way I can showcase you what I really played, what changes I made to the deck, and then I'll showcase the side deck along with it once I actually do some tournaments, so I can give you a fair idea of what you should try to play, and when I actually figure out what cards to kind of try to replace the Ghost Ashes and the Droll Locks for not being on my side. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile video. This is James Rogers, part of Team Underdogs. Peace.